This week's episode brought to you by virtualtournaments.com.
Live in your world, bowl in ours.
You ready to do this?
Take it away.
All right. Hello and welcome to TalkBowling episode number 23. Twitter.com/John Condon.
/Tony Rucco.
/B Hallstrom. TalkBowling is proud to bring you the latest information from the bowling industry, bowling tips and updates on the largest bowling internet website, bowlingball.com.
All right. Continuing our talk of PBA named oil patterns this week.
What are we going to talk about this week?
Scorpion.
Ooh. They sound so dangerous.
Yeah.
A scorpion is dangerous and unpredictable.
Oh, I didn't even read that. I guess I should go over the notes.
If you can't find the right groove on the lanes, you'll be stung.
Wow. Gotta love their little sayings.
That's awesome. All right. Scorpion's 42 feet. Similar to the Viper, they say. The oil is placed further down the lane,
Okay.
which I guess makes people play it a little bit straighter because you're not going to get that big hook on the back end, so
Right.
they're going to try and get it more direct. They haven't used this pattern much. I think the last couple were back in 08, and they were early in 08. But Wes Malott won, beat Ken Samar,
Yeah.
and Mike Scroggins beat Walter Ray on it at the Pepsi Championship, and Michelle Feldman beat Missy Bellander
Yeah, that's right.
at the Carmen Salvino Scorpion Championship, but I don't think they've used it yet this year.
147? Wow. You don't see
She
that
got
much on
stung.
TV.
She didn't find the right groove.
Yes.
That's right. So that I don't have a lot on this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I wish we had more, but it hasn't been used recently, so there's not a lot of information out there on
Well,
it.
you said this one's 42 feet, which is a long pattern. I bowled a tournament last week, and the pattern was 44 feet. I struggled. I could not. I bowled horrible. I think I was minus 11 at the end of it. How is a good way to play a longer pattern?
Go ahead.
Well, good ways to play longer patterns. Typically, you're not going to want to use your more aggressive stuff. You're going to want to use more mid-lane mild stuff because...
That's why I tried calling you and you didn't answer.
Sorry, some
I
people are
needed
working.
I needed to know that. Don't try to make me feel bad now.
But what you're going to want to do if you use a high-performance ball on this kind of a shot, you might get a little too much jumpy reaction on the back end.
Right.
So you want something a little bit more medium. It's going to be a little bit more controllable in the break point.
That would have been very helpful.
Exactly.
You want to try and even out the ball reaction, which if you look at our list here, Wes Malott and Ken Samar both use mid-performance balls.
Right.
Wes Malott obviously used a rotogrip, but he used a Grand Illusion. Ken used a Playmaker, so they use mid-performance balls. They still react plenty,
Definitely.
but they're not like using high-performance balls. And then some of the other balls you see on here, like Michelle Feldman used a Game Breaker, which is another mid-performance ball, which hooks a lot, but it hooks. She used it and it hooked a little earlier,
Right.
and smoothed out her ball reaction. And it's that same way all the way down. When you look, Missy tried to use stuff that went straighter.
Mhm.
The Classic Zone Red Pin was a variation of the Classic Zone, which went
Yeah.
straighter. And Scroggins and Walter Ray obviously played them with high performance balls, but balls that read the mid lane, like what you were saying. So
And Scroggins and Walter Ray, they aren't exactly your typical crankers either. They're
Sure.
going to play a lane straighter, so they can even out the lanes with that.
I completely got that wrong because I went out there, tried my virtual, my bounty.
yeah, everyone thinks the more oil, sometimes the stronger ball you have to use.
Right.
And that's not always the case. It's where the oil's at and where you want your ball to read the lane.
All right. Well, I learned
So
something.
there you go.
Learned
Next
something.
time you'll know.
Yes, hopefully.
All right, if you have any other questions about Scorpion, let us know. Show notes or email us or
Questions at
tweet us.
topbowling.com.
Yeah, all those things.
All those.
I'm not going over them again.
All those things. You want to talk about sponsors?
Sponsors.
Sponsors.
I'm going to try it differently. I actually got ad copy.
Oh, go ahead. I want to hear it then.
Oh,
I
good stuff.
wrote it.
We'll
so
sit
it's
back on this
horrible.
one. No, I don't want to read. You want to read.
I'm going to get you guys to do this one of these days. All right. Virtual tournaments. Virtual tournaments is a great way for you to be able to bowl in a tournament every week while you bowl in league.
Why not? Go ahead. Continue.
Most tournaments are on weekends and are expensive to bowl in, so making them very difficult for most people to get into. Virtual tournaments removes those barriers by making tournaments affordable and almost on demand. Use your scores in your weekly league. Register at virtualtournaments.com. Real bowlers, real scores, real money.
Exactly.
That was
You
heart-wrenching.
You like that?
Go ahead.
going back to the expensive, tournaments cost anywhere from like $40 to $100 easily.
Right.
And you can bowl on virtual tournaments for $15 to register. So pretty affordable, and it's a lot of fun.
And you get to bowl in your easy league shot.
Your easy league shot, exactly.
There you
And
go.
you don't have to try and make it somewhere special on a weekend, which can be a pain in the tuchus.
In addition to those tournaments, they have what Nassau's brackets, so there's lots of side money you can want to.
Yeah, you can bowl doubles, all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah, they have doubles, they have scratch, handicap, and like I said, all the side pots. If you're into bowling brackets, you can just load up on that.
Yeah, and that's what's fun. You can bowl doubles. Like I want to bowl doubles with somebody that lives in another state. We can just combine our scores and bowl a tournament together.
Somebody you went to school with,
Sure.
stuff like that. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Brookstone. Brookstone is America's #1 retailer of electronics, furniture, kitchen, home office, and so much more. Talk Bowling viewers can save 10% off their entire order by using code SHOWBOWL during checkout. Some restrictions apply. See site for details.
So much more.
So, I'll add a couple more O's. So much more.
Yeah, that's better.
Because there's a ton of crap on that site.
That's better. I'm sure they'll appreciate us calling it crap. Next week will not be brought to you by Brookstone.
I use crap endearingly.
Gotcha. All right, we want to say congratulations to our friend Kendra Gaines. She had a very strong showing in last week's Queens event.
Right.
She made it into the winner's bracket and actually got knocked off by the eventual champion, Liz Johnson. She bowled really, really well from what I could see.
Very good.
So I know she was happy, pleased. I know she was excited to get back home, but she bowled well.
Definitely. Liz knocked off Kelly Kulik in the finals there. It's a pretty good game.
Gotcha. I stopped looking after Kendra lost.
It's nice when you have a horse you can cheer on.
Cheer on, and then you're done. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm over. Okay, last week's question.
Last week's question was, what was the record for most 300 games bowled in the USBC sanctioned play? Answer to that question is Jim Hoosier of Wayne, New Jersey. Anyone guess how many 300 games he shot?
I don't have to
95.
guess.
Good guess. 95.
It says it right here.
Very good. So that's amazing. I mean, 95 300 games.
He's got 95 more than I do.
That's
That's a lot.
that's pretty good. Real good.
I wonder how old he was, or is.
Probably still old.
I'm
alive.
thinking.
Still.
Still.
You think he's
Sorry,
alive?
Joe.
We hope you're alive, Jim.
He's got to be.
I
We'll
guess.
check, we'll check next week. It'll be up to 96.
He's like finally people 7 nights a week
Yeah.
on a dead wall.
Nice.
Gotcha.
All right, and time for this week's question of the week. It's going to be along the same kind of theme. For the youth, for people born in their youth career, who holds the record for the most sanctioned 800 series in their youth career, USBC? All right.
I didn't get into youth bowling very much.
No.
A couple small leagues, but wish I would have gotten in there more. Bowled
Yeah.
some of these tournaments. And
I didn't stay in it very long. There wasn't a lot of action in the youth league, so
it would have been fun. So tell us what's on bowlingball.com now.
Well, you want to check out our new Monster Jam bowling balls. We are the official license for Monster Jam bowling products, and we just got some approvals on a lot of new trucks.
Right.
Some other big names. We already had Gravedigger, but we got a couple other big names like Blue Thunder, Avenger, Bounty Hunter, Monster Mutt,
Captain's Curse.
Captain's Curse, and there's more to come. We're working on that daily. So check that out. We have a Monster Jam section, and you can get your hands on those balls.
Very nice.
I think that's all I got.
That's it.
So, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.